Welcome to Truck Shop. So we're here today working on a little bit of beds for trucks, and it's not only step side trucks, fleet side trucks, it's either one. And we got Arnie here today from Tricky Air. He's going to explain a little bit about what we did this weekend. 2 guys and 2 trucks. However, we worked on this one today. Go ahead, Arnie.
All right, so what we did is Chuck and I decided to get together for a weekend. It only took 17 hours to drive here. It's okay. So we're gonna use square tubing, 1x1 square tubing, 22 gauge wall. And what we did is we basically took a imperfect truck like this. You may not have a perfect truck. Chuck's got a great truck, okay? So we wanted to get an outside perimeter. We're gonna put a perfect rectangle inside an outside perimeter. So what we did is we started with this 1x1 tubing, made it outside, then we made it inside. So what's gonna happen is my particular shocks are connected inside that frame right now. And we'll show you Chuck's here in a few minutes. They're a little bit ranged a little bit more outside. So at the end of the day, what we have is a bed that can lift up, okay? So obviously the heart of it is the Tricky Air shocks. These Tricky Air shocks have 13 inches of stroke. Now, when we were building this, center hole to center hole is very critical. That helped us out with the structure of the whole entire system. We went to a guy, great guy, Miami Cut. Is that right, Chuck? Miami Cut? What?
I think it's called Miami Cut, and his name is Gary.
Gary.
We'll tag him on this video.
So then Gary, we drew something out, and then Gary went ahead and laser cut color brackets right as we waited. Now, we had to massage them a little bit, and so we'll probably have to go back again. But this is part of the fun of doing this. It's gonna happen. So anyways, 1x1 square tubing. Chucky gave me the idea about 1/2 inch by about 1 and 5/8 or so long, and that's what the Tricky Air supports sit on. So what happens is we got these supports that we sell at Tricky Air. They're an option, and you can go ahead and put your bracket system on there. So this gives you an idea that we can take this kind of tubing. Now let's come over to Chucky's truck.
Well,
real
before
quick.
we go there, Arnie, if I may, a lot of guys always want to know about the hinges. What hinges are we using?
Oh yeah.
So let's talk a little bit. Very simple. Caveman can do it. And as you can see, what we got going on here.
Yeah, just a bolt. Chucky was one of the first guys that me and him worked on this project. He figured out just simple. And we'll show you. This one's just got a bolt with the spacer. His has a nice tab on it, but his setup's a little bit different. So let's walk over to his and check it out. Obviously, we got the remote. Notice how his Tricky Air bed shocks are a little bit more forward than mine. Mine had to have them in the center because I didn't have the kind of frame that he does. So his mounts are just a little bit different, but then he's got this edge right here that the bed sits on. This edge right here the bed sits on. The Tricky Air bed shocks, that way you guys know, you can control how fast and how slow the system goes up and down. So the system runs off the existing airbag system. We have some solenoids, Tricky Air solenoids, that have up and down. You can either have it with a 7 amp switch or with the remote control. It's also optional. So anyways, at any time, he can be going down the highway 80 miles per hour and lift this bed up, okay? So guys, to summarize everything, it's pretty easy to make a bed setup. It's not that hard. If me and Chuck can do it, anybody can. Do us a favor. If you have any questions after this video, you can contact www.trickyairbedshocks.com. Our phone number is there. You can Instagram us, Tricky Air Suspension. You can also find Chucksy at Chuck SEE at Instagram, okay? So guys, if you have any questions, give us a call back. Hope this video really helps out, and thanks a lot for tuning in.